Hey guys, what's up? It's munclesonkey. Welcome to another Condemned to PVM episode. New Condemned to PVM must mean a new pet, right? Well, in this instance, luckily for us, it actually does mean that. I did get my second pet just a couple days ago, and we'll go over exactly what that is in just a second, even though I'm standing at the Corporal Beast Cave. Unfortunately, it's not the Corporal Puppy, but it is a pet, and every single pet is rare and special in its own right. So we'll get into what that is, but for the most part, when I upload these episodes, they will be progress towards me getting a pet, or if it's a boss where the pet is extremely rare, maybe after I get a few decent drops. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get into the clips of which boss I decided to camp, and eventually succeeded in getting the drop I was after. So the boss that I decided to go for was KBD, and I did have about 100 KBD kills or so before the newer boss instances came out, and how I got those was just from doing death assignments, because he does assign KBD fairly often. I don't have the team bosses selected because it can be really annoying to find a Virago or Rise of the 6 team sometimes when I just want to do my death task quickly. So for that reason, I just go ahead and do only solo death tasks, so I get these KBD tasks fairly often, and I racked up about 100 kills or so doing that. And then fairly recently the new instances came out, and I'll show you guys what those are in just a second, but you can now instance KBD and you can do it on fast spawn. So I was doing that initially with a yak, and then later on I switched to a steel titan because I found you just don't need the yak since it's so quick to bank. You might as well only stay for an hour, and you can hold all the supplies you need in your inventory. So I did manage to pick myself up a pair of Dragon Rider boots, which is pretty awesome. My first drop I've ever had from KBD. Never had a Visage or any Dragon Rider before that, so that was cool to get that. And then eventually I managed to get the King Black Dragon Scale, and I must say I got incredibly lucky on this Dragon Rider drop. I got it way before I deserved to. It only took 276 kills of King Black Dragon to get myself a scale, which is just insane. Now obviously, if you're going to get lucky on a pet drop, you really don't want to get lucky on KBD. You'd much rather get lucky on one of the more annoying bosses, and that was a little bit unfortunate just because I was enjoying my time at KBD and would have liked to stay for longer. But still, I got a pet drop, super happy about that, and this one really took hardly any time at all. So before we go into the price check, since this video is pretty short, I thought I would show off the new boss instances. So now with a recent update just this last Monday, you can now instance every single boss in the game except for Chaos Elemental, and who knows, maybe Chaos Elemental will be put in a cave and given its own instance someday, but as of now you can instance it, but you can now instance Corporal Beast, King Black Dragon, as well as the Calphite Queen and Exiled Calphite Queens. So if you're going for any of these pets, now is a really good time to get it because they can spawn a lot faster and just makes it way easier to get these pets. So definitely go for these if you have not done so already. So now it is time to price check what will undoubtedly be some seriously epic bank from 276 King Black Dragons. Obviously, there might be a little bit of sarcasm involved here, but this is everything that I got, and I will sell it all, but just looking at all the items, just the one pair of Dragon Rider boots, but they are fairly rare, so you can't expect too many of those, and they also have a very high price at the moment, which I was surprised by because, of course, it's Petscape. I thought the Dragon Rider would be worth nothing, but hey, apparently it's worth a little bit. Also, one thing that some people may not know is you can high alch the KBD heads for 30k each. So that's something that I did. I got 4 KBD heads during my time, and I came out with a total of 7.5 mil. Also, I derped and I forgot to add the Black Dragon hides, which added an additional 1 mil to it. So it's actually 8.5 mil profit, but that's still pretty decent for only about 5 hours or so of work at King Black Dragon. Not really a whole lot of time spent there for some okay money. Okay, so looking at the Petscape progress, we finally have our second pet, and I did include all the profit that I made from KBD, 8.5 mil, that is including all the Black Dragon hides. Just to quickly clear some things up, I used a Bone Crusher for the vast majority of them, so I did not include any Dragon Bones because I was using that to restore my prayer, and then I used a Spring Cleaner, which is why I had no Runite items. But I will be doing this for every single boss. Once I finish it, I will add how much profit was made from that boss under the pet. And I'm expecting KBD is probably going to be the least profitable, although it might be Chaos Elemental. Those are probably the worst two bosses that we'll be doing for pets on this entire list. We still got the Rex pet from the last episode there as well, and the reason why there's no profit from the Rex pet is because I'm waiting to sell my DK's loot until I get all 3 pets, because it's very hard to keep track of what you just got from one Dagonoth King without mixing up the drops with the other 2 Dagonoth Kings. But hopefully we will get some more Dagonoth King pets, or just some more pets in general soon, and I'll be able to add to this list, which I'm really excited to do. And really excited to do more bossing in the near future. Okay, that's about all for this video. Thank you guys for watching this short episode of Condemned to PVM, but there's not really a whole lot to show with King Black Dragon. I'll see you guys next time. I can't really say when the next episode will be. It will be whenever I get another pet, and I can really not determine exactly when that will happen, but as soon as the RNG smiles on me once again. Anyway, that's about all from me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Good luck in all of your own pet hunts if you are going for them. It is a pretty cool incentive to PVM, and I'll see you next time with the next video. Farewell.